good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, the wonderful people of the tube. How about you? Hope you're feeling grand and always well in your work today, on this day, your day. Hello. Today we have another comparison video. Today we are comparising, I think I said that in the last video, either way, my vintage lemon drop Les Paul with a Gibson Les Paul Studio. You've seen this already. This is the 1990s Les Paul Studio that my friend lent me to do this video with and to demo for you fine, wonderful people out there. You know, it's the exact same as what I did with the 52 and the gold top vintage comparison video. You know, it's an all clean channel on CL120, trebles on 0, bass is on 2, and volume on this time is on 7. Yeah, 7. So I think it was on 6 for the gold top, I forget. But yeah, so that's the settings for this. Just, you know, straight in, no pedals, no nothing. So yeah, let's get to it. Same thing as usual, bridge humbucker and then neck humbucker. I'm not probably going to do any lead lines, but I might do actually. Yeah, I will do actually, yeah. I've changed my mind. I will. I'll do like a little lead thing. Anyway, so let's get to it, shall we? Let's compare. Okay, so just watched the footage back of the Gibson and the vintage. Comparison wise, it's a lot more clean cut than the 52 vintage gold top video was. That was, for me, very, very close to call. This one is kind of hands down. I prefer the vintage over the Gibson. The reason being, it just sounded nicer to my ears. The Gibson sounds gorgeous, don't get me wrong, it really does sound gorgeous, but the vintage sounds gorgeous. If that makes any sense in this world. It does in my world. Whether that's a good thing, I don't know. Anyway, moving on back to the guitars, because that's what this video is about, Dave, not about your strange little world. Okay, moving along. God. getting carried away. The Gibson's pickups were nice, but they were a little bit too, not dark. I like dark sounds, but they just didn't have the clarity that the vintage did. I mean, that's the only word I can kind of like kind of go for it, is clarity. The vintage just had that clearness. It was very. I think that's kind of where I'm kind of going with that. It sounded a lot clearer than the Gibson. The Gibson sounded a bit more muddled and kind of muffled. But you know, it's not to say the Gibson's a crap guitar in the slightest, because it's just not. And you know, I'm trying not to be biased because I don't particularly like Studios. I love this Studio. This is an amazing guitar. But if you get me the choice of the two, I would definitely pick the vintage. It just sounded better, and it felt better as well. The neck on the vintage felt nicer than the Studio. That's one thing I don't like about Studios, is this underside of the neck here, and it digs into my hand weirdly. I don't know why. You know, it's certain guitars I like dig into my hand differently. It's like Strats with V-necks. I don't like Strats with V-necks at all, because they dig into my hand and it's just very uncomfortable to play. And I get that with a lot of Studios. Didn't get that so much with this Studio, but it's still there. Whereas on the vintage, I don't get that at all. It's very, very comfy. The Gibson's got a fatter neck to the vintage, but you know, I'm not fussed on size of necks. I don't care if it's a baseball bat or it's like a super skinny neck. I'm quite happy with either. I don't really have a preference when it comes down to neck size, as long as it's not a V-neck, basically. But yeah, I've got to say I do prefer the vintage, definitely. I don't know, there's just something about it in its sound and the way it plays and the way it kind of rings out. It just had one up to me on the Gibson. Anyway, let me know what you hear, which one you prefer in the comment section down there. Always love hearing your opinions and how you hear things differently to me. It's really cool. I love that. I love how sound is so kind of like down to individual people. It's so cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's been informative. Yeah, and I will see you again on another video very soon. Have a very good morning, afternoon, and good evening. I'll see you again. Goodbye now. See you later.